On this video we're gonna analyze how Brazil beat Serbia. When Brazil tried to play out from the back from Zone A to Zone B, Serbia had 6 players in those zones. Meanwhile Brazil had 8 players. However, when Serbia had 7 players on that half, Brazil's center-backs played long balls to the wingers. They were able to surpass the midfield, therefore Brazil had the same number of players on Serbia's half and had free players on the opposite flank. When the center-back moved the ball to Zone B, Casemiro and Paqueta were involved in the build-up on Zone C. Also Danilo overlapped on the right side to have numerical superiority on that side. In this zone the midfielders dropped back to be a support in the build-up. When they played with the wingers, one player was always running to the space, therefore he received with time. Again, we see that a midfielder came short to be a support and played with the winger, as no one was free to run to the space. Rafinha played with Danilo, who occupied the saps between the lines and play backwards to Silva. On first touch Silva played a great through pass to Vinicius. Casemiro helped the center-backs in the build-up. He was able to connect with the strikers. Richarlison waited for Rafinha and passed him. Thanks to the overlap of Danilo, Rafinha was able to cut inside and played with Paqueta. On first touch he played with Rafinha, who made a poor shot. When Brazil had the ball in the final third, it was important the movements without the ball, like Vinicius and Richarlison, who ran outside to open a gap in Serbia's defensive line for Neymar. On the second half, Brazil was strong in offensive transitions and it was their main weapon. Casemiro recovered the ball and played to Alexandro, who passed to Vinicius, who was free on the flank. Silva intercepted the ball and played with Casemiro. Neymar came short and had positional superiority, since he was between the lines. With one flick he overcame 3 players and played with Vinicius, who shot. The goalkeeper gave a rebounce and Richarlison scored. Serbia tried to play on Brazil's half, but the speed and cleverness of Rafinha and Neymar caused troubles to Serbia's defensive line. The second goal started when Serbia's defender cleared the ball. Alexandro intercepted and played fast to Neymar. He connected with Vinicius, who made a great cross to Richarlison, but not as good as the goal. When Serbia had the ball their system was 1-4-2-4, since they tried to play long balls to connect with the strikers, thus the midfielder would win the second balls. On the other hand, Brazil's defensive structure was 1-4-4-2. The center-backs were always looking for Mitrovic, who gained the ball in the air to play for the wing-backs. They usually look for crosses to the second post. When they had the ball in Zone B the midfielders helped in the build-up and they're always looking for the wing-backs. They progressed by taking advantage of the spaces between the lines, first the midfielders, then the striker. However, their attacks usually ended with crosses to the second post, but Brazil's wingers were supportive. Leave your thoughts about this game. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Thanks for watching.
This video is brought to you by Mètrica Sports, the fundamental tool for every coach and analyst. Create and manage all your video analysis in one platform. Use coupon NasirSalad at checkout for a 10% discount.